Macbeth, swordsman extraordinaire, Thane of Glamis and of Cawdor, King of Scotland, the man that had it all, me. My dear people, I pray you not soon forget my story. The story of a man who lived a lie, who killed, betrayed, deceived, and then died. Therefore, it is at this moment that I wish to make clear the wiser path. My life is not one to be repeated. Thus, looking back now, I realize I made the gravest of mistakes. During my lifetime, I thought I was someone special, someone different. So, as you can imagine, it came as a great shock when, at the time of my death, I glimpsed the history of the world in all its destructive glory. In reality, I was no different to the rest. To the likes of men such as Adolf Hitler and Genghis Khan, my despicable actions led to the death of my friends and innocent bystanders that truly believed in me. That is why I stand here before you, not as a gloating fool, proud of his deeds, but as a warning, so that you may not repeat the folly of the once great Macbeth. Only now the consequences of my greed become evident. My interactions with evil led to the death of the most noble and trustworthy King Duncan, a man whom I loved and respected deeply, and a man who deemed me his worthiest cousin. Alas, this is not the beginning of my downfall. Indeed, it was prior to this cowardly killing that my selfish ambitions took control of my every action. I believe that the witch's prophecy was the true beginning of the end. Yet,
even I cannot
say if my heart had hidden motives that I was unaware of preceding my strange encounter. Yes. Furthermore, I do not believe that the witches had any devilish influence over me, contrary to what I believed at the time.
In actual
fact, it was my selfish, lustful greed and selfish ambition that made me want to believe the prophecy in the first place. The witches may have had manipulated my innate human nature for reasons unknown. But do not be lulled into a false sense of security. For even in your time, there are people whose only purpose is to destroy order. This is what I wish to instill in you. That is, the ability to combat the evil forces that perpetrate your lives. Why was I so foolish? My continual ignorance of a blackened heart led me down the evil path. I kept telling myself, if chance would make me king, why, chance may also crown me without my interference. And in doing so, I became convinced that my interference was a necessary precaution. I became bolder and more despicable in my actions. My wife began using her silvery tongue to screw my courage, yet each time we met, the demeanor became more and more like that of the witches, those horrid witches. Her ruthlessness frightened me, yet my corrupted human nature overruled any fear. And so we continued down the path that filled my mind full of scorpions. Good people, if there's anything that you learn from my life, it is this. Even your closest friends and family can lead you down the wrong path.
In earnest?
In earnest, I say this to you. Be wary in who you place your utmost trust, and be prudent in all your decisions. And so it was, blackened heart and twisted mind, I killed my brother Banquo. so low the depths that I stooped, in such a cowardly manner that I took the help of those who work their nefarious deeds under cloak of darkness. Even now, I cannot comprehend what led me to do such a thing. In what frame of mind was I in? It wasn't until after the assassination that I began to feel some remorse. But my weak and influenced mind concluded that my life was the only important thing. It convinced me that I'd waded too far in this river of blood, and that even if I stopped at that very moment, it would have been just as hard to return to normal as to keep killing people.
This
moment of weakness is what led to my destruction.
As many lives
Could have been saved if I'd have just swallowed my pride and turned myself in. But no. My pride and selfish ambitions led me to destruction. And hence, my life represents the essence of unchecked human nature, and it is a perfect example of what one does when corruption is about to run rampant. This part of us has been permeating the world since the fall, and it will continue to destroy until the end of time. Therefore, heed my advice. Continue to study my downfall. And, most importantly, guard yourself against the evils of pride and ambition. Macbeth, murderer, traitor, coward, human,